Ciao a tutti, noi siamo il team di Super Trampi e il nostro obiettivo è quello di portarvi insieme a noi in giro per il mondo.
Ci potete seguire sulla nostra pagina Facebook Super Trampi oppure sul nostro sito www.supertrampi.com. E adesso vi raccontiamo la nostra esperienza all'Earth, Sea and Sky Center di Zakynthos. A voi! Siamo qui al centro per la salvaguardia delle tartarughe marine in Zakynthos e siamo qui con Gionna, che è la project manager di questo fantastico progetto, e ci dirà qualcosa di più sia su di lei, sia su quello che fanno in questo posto e sia su quelli che saranno gli obiettivi futuri di questo posto. Quindi sentiamo cosa dici. Hi Gionna.
Hi.
We are nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
We are emotional to meet you. So you're not from here, you're not from Greece because your surname is Orange.
Yes.
I think so. So what's the story and how you come here? How you became part of this project?
I'm from Denmark and I graduated as a zookeeper. And I have been traveling a lot, also so I could do more with conservation. And that's how I ended up here in 2012, because I was a volunteer here myself. And I applied for 4 weeks, but I loved it so much that I stayed for 6. And after that I stayed in touch with the staff here. I think it's really, really great what they are doing. And then eventually the founder and the director here, he offered me the job as a project manager. And then in 2014 I decided to do something in my life, and then I thought, why not move here? So I moved here and now I live here and work as a project manager.
How about this project? What do you do here and what's your principal goal?
Well, Earth, Sea and Sky is a non-governmental organization, so it means that we don't get any funding from the government. We rely on donations only, and we rely on volunteer help, and that's how we get this place running. Earth, Sea and Sky, they are here to try and protect and preserve the sea turtles, but also have a look at the Zakynthian flora and fauna. It's very important. But right now we focus on the sea turtles because it's very, very important. And our main goal is to become a rescue center. As you can see, we have in the back. We are not ready yet because it takes time to build a facility like this. And because we rely on donations and help from people, it's step by step. But that's our main goal now. But in the meantime, and what we're also going to continue with, of course, is to educate people about the situation here and about sea turtles, because the sea turtles are going to need our help now.
Yeah. Another question on this project. You say that the other guys that work here are volunteers, and you're also a volunteer sometimes ago.
Yeah.
So how we can become volunteer and reach this project?
Well, most people, they do some research on Google and then suddenly they find us because they want to do volunteer with sea turtle, or they want to go to Greece. But what happens is that people can send me an email. Normally they'll go to our website and see it there, so they send me an email. I will send them an application form that they have to fill out, and then they're accepted to the program. It doesn't take any requirements at all. They don't have to have some background or skills to be volunteer here. We're just happy for everybody that comes and help us, because that's what we need. We are only 2 of staff, and it's difficult to run a project like this. So we get volunteers from all over the world every year, and it's amazing. And we're also having fun together.
Okay, so the last question. So, do you have any message to leave to the people? What you have to do?
I think in general, it's not only if people want to come to Zakynthos. I really strongly believe it's something you can do wherever you go. That people, they should think more to travel in a responsible way. We all love the quote that says, take only memories, leave only footprints. You have to think about what kind of effect you can have on nature, wildlife, locals, and etc. There are responsible ways of traveling, and that's very important. I think people should think about that when they go to other countries, like where they are, and especially when it comes to wildlife, and think about if for example, just with the sea turtles, a lot of people want to go and see sea turtles, which is understandable, but there are of course better ways to see them, and there are bad ways to see them. So it's also common sense what would be a good way to do it. So I would definitely say travel in a responsible way and remember that you are a guest in another country, and help take care of the environment and the wildlife that they have too.
Facciamo un giro per il centro così ci fanno vedere cosa fanno qui e quella che è la vita delle tartarughe. Andiamo, let's go.
Alright, so this is our center. This was built in 2012 and has since then been operating as an information center. And everything that you're going to see now is thanks to donations that people have donated money to us. We have also worked together with sea life centers around Europe, and that's how we got to know of it. But I'll show you around what we got. Alright, in here we also got some tanks. In some of them we got some fish. It's actually some fish that we rescued here on the island. There's a river, it dries out every year. And this year we decided we're going to do something about it because nobody is. So every year thousands of fish die. So we got those in and they were not bigger than this. Now they have that sign, it's sea bass and it's white water. And they grow up to very big fish. So we're just going to keep them here during the season, and in the end of the season we're going to release them again so we can help the ecosystem out there. Exactly. So just until they're big enough, they'll go back to where they belong. And again, here we got some more signs, a lot of information. Mainly it's about sea turtles, it's about what status they are in, that they are in some way endangered. It can be everything from what they eat, the threats that they are facing. So this is something that people can see while they're walking the first bit, so they learn a little bit about the sea turtles. Then we come over here. For example, some of the things that we got, we have a petition. So people can put their signature and help us because we want to give these to the authorities. This is pretty much to say we need to change the procedures here. So far we got more than 30,000 signatures from people from all over the world, and we're going to use this so we can say, you know, we need to change things, we need to make things better to help the sea turtles. So a very nice DVD running. It has a little bit of everything, sea turtle facts, interviews, BBC have been here about volunteering, so it has a little bit of everything. It's nice to have running, and people enjoy it. Sometimes people sit down and spend time just watching.
You see two people before that.
Yeah, they spend a lot of time here. It's really, really nice. And this year we got our gift shop. We got some local items. We also try in many, many ways to support the locals. So for example, these ones, they are locally handmade. It's a guy that lives up the road, he makes these, and we sell it here. And people like it because it's unique. It's not these kind of tourist things that you see everywhere. A little more unique, and people also like when we tell them they are locally handmade. They think it's nice, and they buy it. So this is we have the vacation area, we call it, where we have these small tanks, round tanks. This is the area when we receive the sea turtles. This is where they'll be for starters. Because when you receive sea turtles, they are sick, they are injured, they are dehydrated, they're very, very weak. So they just need to be in a small tank and rest. Here it is.
It's beautiful.
It is so nice. This is a Greek land tortoise, and they live here. So we actually ask people to come here because we feed them every day. And people love them because look at them, they're cute.
It's so funny.
It's so nice. And that gives us a good opportunity to talk to people also about the difference. There are sea turtles, they live in the sea. Then you have land, or just tortoises, they live on land. And then you have terrapins. Terrapins live in fresh water, but live also on land. So they are actually very, very different. And it gives us a good opportunity to tell people a little bit about it. And then we can also tell them about, these are, a lot of people have these as pets. You can buy them in pet shops, but it went a little too fast to catch many in the wild to get in the pet industry in the world. So now you're not allowed to buy these in pet shops unless they come with cited papers, which means that you can see it's okay to buy it. That's also something we tell tourists, because sometimes tourists, they just take of course people love it. We give them a good experience at the same time, so they can have a look at these gorgeous little creatures and see them eat. And they're so nice.
Questo è solo un assaggio di tutto quello che vedremo a Zante, perché Zante mi ha fatto innamorare delle tartarughe, ci ha fatto innamorare delle tartarughe, ma non è solo le tartarughe, è anche spiagge fantastiche, è anche grotte meravigliose e molto altro, e lo vedrete con noi.